What is up YouTube? Mr. Fly here and just coming at you with another video. Okay, so sorry for looking like an absolute scruff today guys. I've been working like crazy over the last couple of weeks in the run up to Christmas, and have taken extra clients on and stuff like that. By the way, if you are inquiring about personal training with me, I keep looking over here because the screen's over there, but I'm going to try to look at you. Yeah, if you're looking for any personal training inquiries, I'll put my email in the description box below, so it'll be at the very bottom. You can contact me if you have any questions regarding personal training. But yeah, I'm literally just sitting here working on our new YouTube video. I'll try and show you. I'm going to bring the laptop around to you. So I don't know if you can see. It's Leanne's new video up here. She's done a couple of videos this week on her own. I'm chopping my head off a little bit. Also, can you see Leanne's Elsa advent calendar? Yeah. Mine's over here in this wall. It's Star Wars, but I don't really like Star Wars. Don't know why, just never got into it. Sorry Star Wars fans. I keep looking over here. Crazy. I'm gonna put that screen away. Anyway, I'm literally just sitting down for some lunch, and here it is. Kerrigan's turkey burgers. I think this one's chili and lime, and some whole wheat pasta and some pesto mixed in. But yeah, I just wanted to get a little video out because I haven't got a video out to you guys myself in a while, and I kind of feel bad that we're not getting enough content out to you. It's just the two of us are insanely busy. Leanne works full time and I obviously work my hours with personal training, so it is quite tough to get the two of us together, so sorry about that. Yeah, what was I going to talk to you guys about? Oh yeah, so basically I sent out this email yesterday I have a client list and about maybe 300 or 400 emails on it, and I sent out this email last night. And it was just, literally, I just said, where's the email? Are you still looking to get into your ideal shape? And if yes, then reply to this email with whatever question you have that you feel you're struggling with, and I'll get back to you personally ASAP. So, massive response to this email last night, which was not strange, but I didn't expect the volume of people to get in touch. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go through some of the emails off my client list and basically try and answer them for you and to see if they're any use for any of you guys. So one of the emails, well, one of the first emails was from Dean, and it was, hey, I've been trying to get bigger over the last while. I've put a bit back on, but I'm still training away and I feel the same. I feel like I'm getting nowhere. It's just like a routine. Can you give me any advice as to what's going wrong? So basically he feels like obviously his body isn't getting bigger. He said he put a bit of size on a while back, but he says his training isn't really going anywhere at the minute. Probably because, in my sort of opinion, he's probably just doing the same thing over and over and over. Obviously, you know, that definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So he probably just needs to change up the training program that he's currently doing. That's the advice that I gave him, to change up the program that he was actually doing at the minute. And to basically just to change up the stimulus, just train slightly differently, whether it be more intensity, heavier weights, less reps, far heavier weight, less volume, more volume, switch it up a little bit, vary the workouts, and obviously create a new stimulus for your body, because obviously your body will get used to training. And depending on training age, if you've been training a long while or a short while, with obviously training ages, the longer you train, it obviously requires, you know, a little bit heavier weight, and obviously your body reacts slightly differently to the training stimulus. So you'll obviously need to do something different to spark that fire in the body. So yeah, that was question number one. Okay, second question is, hey Aaron, what's up? I've been bulking clean, in brackets, no alcohol for the last 8 weeks, but I'm still losing weight, a noticeable 1 kilo per week in the last 4 weeks. I started at 80 kilos and now I'm 76. I eat 5 meals a day, a good amount of carbs, and what he says, more than enough protein. Unsure of daily calories, probably around 2,000. How can I introduce more calories via clean method? Is there a need to, or is my body reaction normal? It's sort of bugging me as I don't feel I'm adding much mass and I may be wasting my time. Thanks. If you're losing weight, your calories are not high enough. So what I suggested was to obviously track his food, and obviously track his macros to see what calories he was eating, number one, how much protein he was eating, number two, and also is there enough fats in there too. So obviously if you're losing a kilo a week, that is a significant amount of weight to be losing within a week. So in no way is he in a quote unquote bulking phase here. So like the calories are just nowhere near enough what they should be if he's losing that quantity of weight quite quick, and to me seems like he's definitely not eating enough. So how would I bulk up his meals? Probably via oats, stuff that's quite calorie dense. Your fats, like your nuts, your oils, dark chocolate, like adding butter to your meals, like cooking with butter and cooking with oil, adding coconut oil to your meals, and then just sort of like really high fiber, high density carb sources such as like your rice and your oats are quite high in calories. Obviously I would eat more things like steak, red meat, because it's obviously higher in calories than say chicken or fish per 100 grams. So I would probably alter the food choices to those types of foods. Okay, so question here is, what are the best exercises to get rid of a muffin top? There are no best exercises, quote unquote best exercises to get rid of a muffin top. It all comes down to, sorry to say it, nutrition and diet. If you are not consistent with your nutrition and your diet, you're not going to see abs no matter what you do. Abs are just like any other muscle, and they need to be worked just as hard as any other muscle, but regardless of how hard you work them, if you don't have a low enough body percentage fat, you can't see them. End of story. That's just the long and short of it. So what I would say is to look at your nutrition, look at your diet, and obviously get down to a low enough body fat whereby you can actually see your abs, and keep working on them in the meantime in the gym and stuff like that. Strengthen them up with weighted exercises and body weight exercises and stuff like that. Okay, question number 4 is, hi, I find it hard to work out my macros to suit what I'm aiming for. Also, I'm not sure if I should be concentrating on calories or keeping carbs low, etc. I weight train 3 times per week and do cardio 2 to 3 times per week, but I know I'm going over on my calories or doing something wrong because I'm not losing weight. You are 100% right. Unless you're in a caloric deficit, you're not going to lose weight, end of story. To be honest, what I would do is I would just focus on protein, number 1, and an overall calorie goal. So that's what's been working for me since I came home from holidays, and it seems to be working absolutely amazing. I'm not stressing about, you know, the quantity of carbs in the day, the quantity of fats that I'm having in the day. So it's way less stressful for me to focus on a calorie goal, number 1, and a protein goal, number 2, and then whatever else comes into my diet, I don't really mind. So that's what I'm pretty much focusing on. So that's what I would suggest, to focus on a protein goal and a calorie goal, and then whatever else falls into the diet. You don't have to do low carb. If you actually want to do low carb, work away, by all means. You can do a low carb diet if it really suits you and if it's something that you really want to do, go for it. But if you like your carbs and you want them in your diet, well then have them. There's no reason why you can't. Not losing weight 3 times a week. What I would do is also I would look at the intensity of your training sessions, how long they last and how intense those training sessions are. Like, are they ones where you're absolutely bucketing sweat at the end of them, or are they ones where, like, you know, you're having the chats with your mates in between rounds and sets and exercises and stuff like that. So number 1, look at the nutrition, and number 2, look at the intensity of your training. Connor sent me an email saying, hey Aaron, I'm okay with cutting down carbs, but I have trouble cutting out sugar. I'm fine with work because I have snacks and stuff with me, but I struggle when I get home from work and portions of the weekend, so obviously different times of the weekend. Yeah, obviously you're going to struggle because it's the weekend and you want to kind of chill out and you've had a long week and this, that and the other. So, like, to be honest, like, if you really want to have a treat within your week, well then do it. Like, it's something that you're going to try and have to work into your diet and try balance. Something that I've not really been good at in the past, but something that I'm getting a lot better at lately is finding balance. And being able to work something small into my nutritional profile and my nutritional needs, should I say, every day pretty much, whether that be, you know, like a couple of biscuits here or there, or, you know, a small bar of dark chocolate, or like any little treat that I might want, or something that's going to just take the edge off the day, and something that sort of takes my mind off having the monotonous sort of same thing every day sort of thing. So that's what I would do. You don't have to cut out sugar if you don't want to. If you feel that like sugar is the one thing that triggers a massive binge, well then yeah, I would probably pull back on it as much as I could. If you find that there's certain foods that trigger you to go nuts and go way off tangent on your food, well then yeah, I would avoid those foods. But if you don't have any trouble with having, you know, a couple of squares of chocolate here or there, or, you know, working some small treats into your diet, well then you don't have to cut them out. It's not a necessity to cut these things out. Like, you want to have a life, and you want to have balance, and you want to be able to, you know, socialize, go out with your family, go out with your friends, go out at the weekend, go to the cinema, you know, be able to go out for a meal with your friends or family, like, you know, and you don't want to have to be sitting there going, oh no, I can't have that, I can't have that, I can't eat that, I can't eat that, I'm on a diet, and then it always just ends up, you know, coming back full circle and ending up in a sort of like, you know, binge, guilt, starvation sort of cycle, like, and it's not a good thing to be in. If you genuinely want to cut down your carbs, like I said in the previous question, 100% do so, but you don't have to. There's the doorbell, better get it. Sorry about that, had to get that. Postman came, delivery of new business cards. So yeah, that was all the questions. Well, it was a few of the questions from people who emailed me last night. I didn't want to just go all out and read out a shitload of them, otherwise I'd be here for ages. So I just gave you a quick couple of questions, and hopefully the questions that I laid out for you or put out in this video will be sort of questions that a lot of people do ask. So hopefully it, you know, hits a lot of birds with one stone. But yeah, I'm just going to get back to work and get back to editing this video, and hopefully myself and Liam will get a couple of videos together over the next couple of weeks and get more content out to you guys. But thanks so much for tuning in, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did like it. Please comment under if you have any other video suggestions that you'd love to see, and make sure to share and subscribe, and get me on Instagram if you are on Instagram. My handle is Mr. Fly, it should be coming up here. And yeah, catch you guys soon. See ya.